Greetings, y'all. Welcome to Karen Hope's Hour of Solid Inspiration. This here is a YouTube channel where hope grows inspiration, y'all. Thank you for being here. Haven't seen y'all in a couple of days. Do you want to know why? Well, first and foremost, let's talk about this. I hope this video is meeting you and yours having a fantastic Saturday. You know, spending time together or spending time by yourself, reading a book, even if you had to go to work. I hope that you found an energy and you're able to tap into, yourself, what you're supposed to be naturally, and that is, excited. Excited about being here today, one more day of life. We have another day. It's definitely something to be happy about. Or find some happiness about that. Find some happiness. I don't know. Go look for it if you have to. You will find it. Just like when you go look for trouble, you'll find it. Switch up the energy and go look for some good stuff. You're going to find that. You'll find that quicker than you'll find the bad stuff. And more than likely, the bad stuff is based on some energies that you were feeling, some self-sabotaging energies that are a lie anyway. So you might as well go look for the good stuff so you find the truth right off the bat. You know what I'm saying. Okay, y'all. So yes, good day to you. God is good, isn't he? And we're going to give him all honor and glory before I start anything. That's what I'm going to do. So yes, I give him all honor and glory. Now let's go ahead and start vibing on this. Now, really, I don't have anything to think about other than the last time we talked. The last time, we exchanged some really positive energy. We were talking about decluttering and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about this the whole hour, baby. Because that's what I've been doing. Hold on right quick. You know what? I'm going to make sure I don't go over the hour. You know what? Alexa, can you set an alarm for 55 minutes?
55 minutes, starting now.
Thank you, Alexa. I'm going to get her help today. Let's see if the music starts back up. Anyway, we'll just keep talking until then. But yeah, let me tell you, this decluttering thing. So I got on the YouTube and I was talking about how, y'all, please forgive me. I am 51 years old. And yes, I will say the YouTube. And I will say the Facebook, okay? It just flows better that way. Okay, wait. Let me get comfortable because I'm talking to y'all. You're not going to hear me take off my flip-flops today because, oh my God, it's the treatment day. On Saturdays, y'all, this is what I suggest for men and women. Really and truly. Our feet are so important. Like, they're important. They have to feel good. Do you know what I mean? If our feet feel bad, our whole body feels bad, right? Not all of us can afford to go get pedicures all the time. And so, all right, if you go take a shower, wash your feet all the time, wash your feet, you'll be fine. But there's also another thing that you can do. Like, the reason why I don't have on my flip-flops today is because it's always good to have a jar of Vaseline or petroleum jelly just in the medicine cabinet. Take a good little slab of that and you rub it all over, take a shower and rub it all over your feet, and then throw on a really nice, good pair of socks. Just let that body heat go, through the day. You don't have to really, just don't pay attention, especially if you don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anywhere to go. So, this Saturday, every Saturday, really. But yeah, y'all, take a day out of the week, just to put on that petroleum jelly on your feet and just, put on your socks. What it does is it just softens your heels and stuff, And sometimes those cracked heels can really make your feet uncomfortable. So if anything, just keep your feet comfortable by keeping them, I don't know what to say, hydrated or moist. I hate that word. It's one of the worst words on the planet. I don't understand the word moist, and I don't understand the word dream. Why do they call it a dream? Why a dream? I understand a vision. I understand that, but where does the word dream come from? Who did that? That's just one of those weird things I think about. let's go back to this decluttering, y'all. I haven't been on the channel, on the station, y'all. Oh, claim it. I haven't been on the channel because I've been decluttering. Like I said that I was going to do. Like I said, because I was feeling there's not a lot of stuff in here. But look, y'all, there are boxes and bags and folders and a file cabinet and just a big, you know, those big lawn bags, that big gallon one you put all the leaves in, 4 of them full of stuff for the kids when they were little. Look, come on, man, stuffed animals with no faces on them, one eyeball, ain't nothing left to them, just holding on to them for what? And then look, okay, we're gonna, this is gonna, I'm going into a point with this, okay, y'all, stick with me, okay, stick with me. Okay, so y'all, this is it. So I went through for the last maybe 2 days, y'all, and I still got stuff. But it's not because it was that much, it's because of the process that goes with it. And I would like to talk to y'all about that, if I may, because we all need to go through the process. And I guess that was what I was talking about in the last video. I accidentally slipped up, y'all said a bad word. It bothered me for a moment. When I say a moment, it means a moment, like for real. I will say this too, I'm so Gemini that a moment literally is a moment for me. Like, especially if someone tells me it was just a moment. Oh, okay, well, yeah, that's what's up. And I can really, that it was just a moment. I was out of that energy so quickly, and then went into what I was needed to do, and that was declutter. But declutter, not necessarily. I'll tell you what it was. So, okay, I have paperwork. I have letters. I have just all kinds of things that have no purpose in my life anymore. Just taking up room. Now, because these things are put away and not anything that I was tripping over or falling over, and my energy was though, but not physically. I'll tell you why I said my energy. Everything's pretty clear, but you know what I'm saying, but I couldn't go into my closet without, you know, just like, oh. I mean, I could walk in, but look, what? Oh, I don't want to go in there. To look for something, because I had to look through crap that was old first to get to what I needed. No more. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Like I said, I still have stuff to do, but I'll tell you why. Now, what I was talking about in the last video was, let me just say it like this. I'm not teaching anybody anything right now. Can I just say that? We all know this. But what I'm doing is reminding us. Friendly reminders. You know, those are always nice. Friendly reminders are always nice. So I hope it's received as that, because I'm not teaching anybody anything. Do you know what I mean? So when it comes to this clutter that we were talking about the other day, well, it's like this. When there's stuff around, when you're not in your physical space, it takes away from your thought process. It takes away from, because you're not comfortable. It takes away from your thought process because you're not comfortable. It takes away from your thought process because you're moving forward, because you have to think about getting stuff out of the way first before you go forward. I can't go forward because I got to go around this, or I got to go under this, I got to go over this, and sometimes too much daggone energy. You rather just, you know, later, I'll do that later. Oh my God, like, you know, going into my closet. Because said, I could walk into my closet, get my clothes or whatever. Those always seem to be, but shoes all over the place, laundry basket all over the place, bags all on my shelf, all open, spilling over papers. Nothing in there that makes any sense. it makes a person, that kind of like not being organized like that makes a person wonder, why is this here? It made me wonder, Karen, why do you have this? Why do you have this? Why? What are you doing? What are you going through? So what I had to do was, y'all, and like I said, I'm not done because there's still more stuff to do. But when I tell you, baby, I did so much. Now, here we go. This is why it's so important to our energy. Okay? This is the reason. Okay, so if I take pauses while I'm talking to you all, it's because I'm gathering myself. This state that I am feeling, this condition that I have created, developed maybe, this new attitude and mood that I like better than the old one, sometimes gets me like really excited, or I feel like I may cry. Okay. So I'm not a big crybaby, but y'all, I will tell you, I will cry, especially when I'm happy. Particularly when I'm happy, I will cry because it's just so wonderful. So if I do take a moment just to just know what I'm doing, I'm gathering myself, okay? So y'all, as I started to declutter the last few days, started with, clothes. I went in through, and let's start like with this too. Now I know my children are going to be listening to this video, when they get home. So before they left, I said, did you get everything out of your closets? There's no clothes lingering in there, right? Nothing in there that I need to be surprised about, right? No, ma'am. We're ready to go. Where's Nana? So I don't know. Something told me, just go in those girls' rooms. First, I went in the Glory's room. Laundry baskets full of clothes. 2. Full, overflowing. That's what I'm saying. The show is a whole lot of no, ma'am, there's no clothes in my closet. This show is a whole lot. Then I go into my Joy's room. Not only are they in the closet, they're on the floor, they're on the bed, and they're on her little love seat in there. So I'm gathering these things up, right? And as I'm gathering up their laundry to do, just so I've been still looking through the closets, I was like, oh yeah, I needed to color in here too. Because, this stuff doesn't make any sense. So it's taking out bags and, like I said, stuff. And I'll combine both the girls' rooms with this expression here. This is what I'm going to say. Just with the both of them together, whatever I had to go through. Which each one of those things that no longer served any purposes, they hadn't seen those things in 7, 8 years, and I'm sure they don't remember who or how or why they got them. There's no sentimental value. The sentimental value was every time we moved, I wouldn't throw them away. Why? Okay. So, as I'm going through these things, little clothes, little t-shirts, I'm thinking to myself, when I would think things like, oh yeah, I remember this day. And then would be like, oh yeah, I remember this day. That's exactly how it would be. That sweet little animal, that sweet little t-shirt, that's, when I say animal, stuffed animal, that sweet little t-shirt, that sweet little picture. I didn't throw away the drawings. But the sweet little whatever it is, the little trinket or whatever, plastic, broken, most of the beads off, no latch, stuff like that, no longer functional, just really a piece of trash. I would look at it and smile and think, oh yeah, this wasn't a good day. Throw it away. Why was I holding it? Wasn't a good day. I was holding it because it belonged to my child. Why was I keeping it? Because I was just thinking about a time when I thought I was right. When I thought I believed that what I was holding in my hand was special. But I had to go back and remember it was because something had, negative had happened. And buying the children things, pretty things, cute things, would make me feel better. So what I did was, y'all, it's the reason why it took so long. It's taking so long. Because this is what the decluttering does physically. When we go through the process, of physically doing it, and we sit down, and I'm so serious about this. So I didn't just throw stuff in a bag and throw it away. No, I made the conscious decision to listen to my spirit and go through everything one by one, little or big, sentimental or not, picture, paper, clothes, items, shoes, one by one. Because that process allows us to take that item that's attached to the past, that no longer serves us at all. What it's doing in the moment and that time is taking up the room energetically and physically for the things that need to be there, like good feelings that turn into good memories. The things that you don't feel like you need to toss away because it will always serve you. A good memory will always serve us, always. Anything attached to a good memory, sorry y'all. Give me a moment. Anything attached to a good memory will always serve our purpose. Okay. So, in the act, during the act of going through these things one by one, these things I've had for like 10 plus years, y'all. What? I need these bags that this stuff is in. I'm looking, this is a cute bag. I could be carrying this bag. I like cute bags, y'all, and dresses. I mean, like, and if anybody knows me in real life, they know that I am rarely seen in blue jeans, sweats, or yoga pants. When I'm in the house, somebody comes by, yeah. But I mean, I just don't. I have never worn pants. No one told me not to not wear pants. No one said, women are supposed to wear. No, the women in my family wear pants. And nobody ever told me that. I don't know. I just like dresses and bags and earrings and lip gloss and mascara. I think that'll make that's a whole outfit. I mean, like, you don't even need makeup. You don't need makeup. You need, okay, here we go. Gloss, mascara, earrings, a dress, a bag, and some cute sandals. That's it. Bam. Done. Go. You can go anywhere. But let's get back on track. I could have been, y'all. I could have thrown that stuff long time ago. I've been back in Corpus Christi, Flower Bluff, aka Flower Bluff. Land of the hustling Hornets. Go Hornets. That's my alma mater. I came back home. I came back to the place where I was like raised my teenage years. When I went off in the world and came back. But y'all, I got stuff in them, I had stuff in those bags. I've been back to Flower Bluff for 6 years already, and some of that mail said 2004. Just because of a name that was on the envelope. That wasn't a very good time. What was I holding on for? What holding on to what? Why? That was such bad energy. Such bad energy. Then, still bad energy. Does not lie. So I had to go in, like, look at every single thing. Look at it like, no, this no longer serves me. Now there are some things that I kept. Pictures of my babies. There are things that I kept, y'all. But they serve my purpose. They serve the purpose of a good memory. It's something that can help me when I need it and someone else when they need it. That's how we can determine if something serves our purpose. Because our purpose is for what? To give God glory. Our purpose is for his service. Now, however he puts it, however he puts that purpose in us, like for instance, however he does it, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to go around the world. You could be that person who bakes cakes for free on people's birthday. You could be that person that goes to read to children in the library. You could be a foster mother, foster parent. You could be, I don't know what to say. You know what your purpose is. You do know what it is. You do, and you know it's good. And you know that any resistance to that purpose is what brings us our conflict. It is what causes what we say is the struggle, right? Because we're picking that struggle to be our struggle. What we need, not what we need to do. I really don't like to say that anymore. What we need to do, but I've, y'all. Like I said, this is new to me, and I'm operating the only way I know how, and that's how I've been doing. But with research and learning and listening, I will soon be able to, say things more eloquently than what we must do. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular person. I haven't gone to school. I don't have a PhD. I don't know these fancy terms. All I know is I highly suggest that we stay anchored in some positivity, okay? Operate from positivity. Make positivity the platform, the posture, the position. Those things make it from where we operate. Do you know what I mean? Angel bells. Make it from where we operate on a daily basis. Do you know? When we declutter, now when we take the time to do like one by one, that physical act, it helps us emotionally and specifically spiritually. And this is why I believe why God is good. So when we do that, do you know, remember we have to work on our imagination and make sure our imagination stays positive and detailed. We can't use that imagination like all willy-nilly. Man, that's a power. That's a power, baby. It's a power. So it needs to be well used. And then that means respected. You have to respect your imagination by keeping that tight, right and tight. What I mean by imagination is what you ask God for. Okay? So, when we operate this way, when we keep our imagination good, then we're able to keep ourselves aligned with what we want. And that is what we always say that we don't want. We can't continue going around and saying, I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. When we do say what we should say, what we ought to say is, what I do want, what I do want, what I do want, what I do want. What I do want is someone that is a friend. You don't say, I don't want somebody that ain't my friend. The do and don't makes a big difference in how you even articulate your expression, which should be positive. But that don't, what is that? It's a negative, isn't it? That's what it's called. Grammatically, it's called a negative. So anyway, when we're able to like keep our imagination, like we have to keep that healthy. We have to keep that healthy. So that's how when we getting rid of this negative stuff, getting it out, throwing it away, knowing it no longer serves us, helps our imagination. It leaves room for good things to think, good things to say, good things to pray for. We're able to go to God. We have things that we positive. We could talk to him. And even if something happens that's unfavorable, we're so positive about God and our victory that we know we're going to have, that we can remain positive and go to him in prayer. Y'all, and which is so important. It's critical to our lives, okay? People want to say survival, fine. I'm not going to use that word. But I will say my life. I will say your life. It's critical. Prayer, critical. So, guess what that helps us do? It helps us compartmentalize. Is that a word? Alexa, is compartmentalize a word? I'm not embarrassed.
Here's what I found.
Anyway, I think it is a word. Alexa, is compartmentalize a word?
Here's what I found.
I'm not reading nothing. Yes, since she said this is what I found, it's a word. Mm-hmm. Okay, so in that way, we're able to compartmentalize our feelings. We know where they go. This is what we're supposed to do to become emotionally and spiritually balanced. When we go to God and we're asking him, we'll know what to ask him for. We'll know. You know, we could compartmentalize these things. We can know where we're still hurting. We can know where the stuff is still under the surface. I was looking at that stuff and throwing it away. When I had to question myself, why do I still have this? I had to realize that some of that stuff was under the surface. When I say stuff, I mean anger. I mean not bitterness or resentment, but anger at myself. I asked myself about 15 times, how did you get there? I asked myself 125 times, what was wrong with you? And every single time I answered, I knew it was wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with anybody. Oh, well, maybe. But I was paying so much attention to what was wrong with someone else, so busy being a victim. Do you think I want that stuff in my house anymore? No, do not. So what I did was took the time to, and I'm still going to take the time. I think it's probably about maybe another 3 days job to piddle around here and get it out of here. And as I do, oh God, y'all, do you want to know? I slept so good last night. I did, though. Now check this out. It's very interesting. I did wake up with a splitting headache, and I hadn't woken. I haven't had a headache like that since I was a young adult, maybe 21 or 22. I've had to take migraine medicine before, but it's been about 30 years since I even felt a headache that way, ever. And I woke up like, oh, what in the entire foolishness is going on. So I took some BC powders, y'all. Ooh, that stuff is magic. And I went back to sleep. But when I woke up and thought about it, I said to myself, Karen Hope, your brain was on overdrive yesterday. Do you know how much energy it takes to go back in the past? That's why we should never go there. Give me a second. It takes a lot of energy to go back in the past. We don't belong. It's no longer. It's an illusion. So, you know what? Now this is where I'm going to say we must. I cannot. We must. It is imperative that we leave the past in the past. It's an illusion. It's gone. Those papers, y'all. Those folders, y'all. Those clothes, those things. Get rid of them. I'm not saying throw them away. Let me tell you why I say that. Let me even give you a little bit more transparency, okay? Let's say girl, homie. When I say I made a project, and these projects are physical projects, but they're projects for our spirits. And we must complete our projects for our spirit. Because you know what? God does not start a work that he does not finish. So the project that we're doing for our spirit, we're not gonna finish. I mean, it's not, he's not gonna let us finish, is what I'm trying to say. He's not gonna let us finish. So there were some things in my closet that I had way back, on the hanger, back over there. And it's stuff that I don't wear anymore because when I moved back to Corpus Christi, I was about a size 12. And I'm not that right now. So those things that I had hanging up, I remember when I first got back, maybe the first year, I had a crush. Really big crush. And I would... I don't know. Just sometimes, believe that maybe I was going to go on a date, or believe that, somebody was going to come through. But it was just believe it. But it never happened. There was a couple of times that I went and got an outfit, really nice outfit to go on a date that I had never gone out on. Like I hadn't even, y'all, really and truly, I recently went out on a little smoothie date. It was so sweet. But as for a date, like seriously, like I was married before, y'all, and I could say I've just never been like on a date. Like I'm gonna come scoop you up. We're gonna go on a date, girl. Like I said, I'm 51 years old, and yeah, I never asked for one either, though. So I guess sometimes a closed mouth does not get fed, and it's the truth. But I'm not asking for one now. I'm just like making up, like I'm telling you something. I'm leading up to, I'm just letting y'all know something. So I was really excited about maybe going on a date with this big crush that I had, right? Never showed up. It's never, not one time. Never. I waited a long time. So there's a few outfits that I never got to wear that still had the tags on them. So I didn't have to throw that away, but I sure did look at it like, ooh, this is cute. And my daughters could wear it if they wanted to, because, the size that it is, they're that size, right? No. But you know what? I had to say to myself, nah, man, this is anchorism. I was in a bad place. And that person knew it. He knew it. This doesn't serve me. Someone, my daughters will get all the t-shirts they want. Someone will appreciate that tag on there. Give me a moment. Because This is not attached to sadness or anything. Like, oh God, I'm so grateful to God and the peace that he gives us after we start throwing stuff away. It's a harsh thing to say, but what I'm trying to say, get rid of it. Not throw it away, because saying throw it away means you didn't appreciate it. No. What I'm just saying is it no longer serves our purpose. Get rid of it. There's no good memories attached, if there's a memory at all. There's nothing that added quality to your life. If anything, it added chaos and confusion. There's nothing about it that you can say that's beautiful. Just like some of those things that I was looking at, I was like, oh, this is cute. Well, it was cute because it was for a little girl. It's cute because it was sweet. But when I got to thinking about why I had it, not so sweet. Not so sweet at all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, how you like these earrings? They sure are big. I like my earrings this big, but they keep hitting my neck. But yeah. Or my shoulder. Not my neck, my shoulder. Shoulder bone. What is this called? Collarbone. Y'all. Those things. Let's just get back to what I was saying. Physically getting rid of the clutter. It puts us through a process where we actually like this process. I don't know why I just did that. That is not a universal symbol for process. This is a universal symbol for hello and goodbye. This is universal symbol for hey, for lots of things, cool or okay or something, but I don't know what this is. But the process. The process helps us. It helps our spirit because we can process why we're feeling like we're feeling, why we felt like we felt back then, why we don't want to ever feel like that again. And as we go through the process, we know how to not ever go back there again. First, starting with number 1, number 2, and number 3, and number everything, infinity. And that is to trust God. Lean on his understanding and not our own. There's no way we can make it in a positive manner. I'm not saying that we can't make it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that people haven't been successful without believing in God, loving God, trusting God. I'm not saying that. He blesses them too. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the peace and the growth and the balance, the good energy, and staying aligned with God's purpose for our lives and his voice makes this positivity that we should be feeling more humanly possible, because that's what we are, just human. We fall on our face. But the positivity helps us get back up and keep going, moving forward without turning savage. Or, you know what I'm trying to say? Bitter and resentful. Revengeful. Vengeful. Is it revengeful or vengeful? Vengeful. Spiteful. Deceitful. It keeps us from going there. We don't really want to go there. When we go there, we really don't. But what it is that our spirit is not aligned with positivity. And so we get stricken by our own thoughts that are usually anchored in some hurt feelings. And that causes not only illusion, but a delusion, okay? The delusion being that it becomes real life. Your real life when it's not. You can't see past the fact that that is not. No, that is not it. That's not the business. Negativity is not the business. The best thing to do when we're presented with some kind of negativity, even a thought, like even when we're going through those papers and going through the clutter and those things, and we're stricken by something negative, because I'm gonna tell you right now, oh, you know how you feel that heat like that, oh, you kind of feel that heat, pica, right there, ooh. And you have to say, oh, Jesus. Yeah, oh. Whew. We have to catch ourselves. I gotta get something to drink real quick. Hold on, my throat. Y'all, let me tell you something. So I make sun tea all the time. It was sun tea. Ooh, I didn't have any more lemons. Fresh squeezed orange juice in the sun tea, y'all. Baby, this is good. It's so low like my cup. But there's nothing in here other than sun tea and orange, y'all. For real. For real, for real. But yeah, that's so good. Oh my God. So, so what was I saying before I just delightfully distracted? The clutter. We have to get rid of these things, these energies, these. Yeah, I'll even go with behavior. Behavior. Let's go with money moves. A money move is a money move. You have two choices. You can make a good money move or you can make a bad money move. This is why they say all money ain't good money. There are things that we need to do in life. They must be done, including making money, building solid foundations, keeping our families, secure and healthy. That's a must. There are things that we must do. We must have shelter. We must have food. We must do these things to be able to live. It sustains our bodies. It keeps us sheltered. It keeps us safe and secure. We don't die outside because we can die outside. Do you know what I mean? We humans can die out. We can die inside, but what I'm saying is we can die out there in that heat, in that rain, and laying on the ground. There's snakes. There's poisonous spiders. I don't know. I'm not trying to make it weird, but we can die outside. So there's things that we need, and money is one of those things. So we can keep these things in order. Helps us live. But living does not mean that we have to do anything bad to live. God provides. God provides. God provides. God provides. God provides ways. And the ways will never be bad. Now, opportunities will present themselves. What do they call those? Tests, maybe? Trials, maybe? Could be tribulations. I really don't even know what that word means. Let's ask Alexa. Alexa, what does tribulation mean? She tells me.
Tribulation is usually defined as grievous trouble, severe trial, or suffering. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for tribulation.
No, thank you, Alexa. Thank you.
Anytime. Hope
So,
you're enjoying your weekend.
thank you, Alexa. So, why am I whispering? Yes, that's what we call them. You know, these chaotic times in our lives. Those are the times that, with this emotional clutter, this spiritual clutter, and even physical clutter, makes a difference in our decision making and what we're going to do. What are we going to do? Are we going to do what's good? Or are we going to do what's bad? Because usually if we don't have enough room to think, feel, understand, search inside, introspect, whatever, even look at our closet. If we don't have enough room, we get frantic. We don't think. We make quick moves. It's harsh and sudden. Now, spontaneity is so wonderful, but I just think that's okay. Grown talk. Let's talk grown talk. Spontaneity is only good with husbands and wives. But when it comes to some decision making like that, no. Haste makes waste. That is a cliche. And I told y'all already, I do not like cliches, but it makes sense. It makes people think, like I said, there's nothing wrong with wit. Wit is a good thing. But when you like don't think wit all the way through. I just think I like that one because it's like 3 words. And it just makes sense. But I still don't like cliches. So anyway. Y'all have a good time today with y'all. You hear this chair squeaking. Help me. Yeah, y'all. So, declutter. Man, oh man. See, and you know what? Let me tell you how good I'm feeling about this too, because I really did think that I was going to get a bit choked up. And baby, I am feeling so light. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I started saying baby when I started doing these videos. Usually the babe. But it's not. It's only, you know what? That is something that me and my cousins and I do. If my cousin Nikki Barnes from Victoria is watching this, my Nikki Poo, that is our thing, babe. Since we were little, very, very young. Before the YouTube channel, I'm like, baby. I don't even know where that came from. Jeez. But it's okay. We're having fun here. But yeah, about the, back to the decluttering, y'all. I'm not going to get off the topic. Let's just keep talking about how important it is for us to let things go that no longer serve our purpose. Because God wants us to make room for the things that He is going to do for our lives, which is very, 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 very good things. Very good things. I want to remind you that you are very loved and you are blessed. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I think I'm going to wrap up this video with this. Y'all, I'll say this, y'all. Let's start the decluttering, okay? Let's start to declutter and let's start doing these things in our house physically, okay? Just around garage. Even if your house is perfectly perfect, you have a garage, don't you? If your garage is perfectly perfect, you have a trunk in your car, right? Oh, Jesus, I better do that too. Yeah, maybe 4 days. Okay. So, you have something. Maybe your office drawer at work. Maybe, like I said, a file cabinet. Or maybe underneath your cabinet in your kitchen. Or maybe your pantry. Start to declutter. Start to process. Start to talk to yourself. And say, why do I have this? Why is this here? Why do I need this? What am I going through? What was I going through? Oh, yeah. I'm better now. I don't need that. Start telling yourself you're better. Do you know what I mean? You can start telling yourself. No one else has to tell you, oh, No one else has to tell you. You feel it. You're better. You feel it. You're stronger. You feel it. Much wiser. When we feel it, it's because we believe it. And when we believe it, what happens? Oh, we act on that. We act on it in a way that we can operate from a posture, place of position, a positivity, trusting that God has got our back. He's got our back. It's no joke. Life is not going to be perfect. As a matter of fact, life is not perfect. But it is imperfectly perfect. Imperfectly perfect is where the beauty is. Imperfectly perfect is where the, should I say magic? Is where the magic is. Imperfectly perfect is where the fun and the excitement, the joy and the adventure, and the good feelings, that's where it is. Imperfectly perfect. Because everything that we have to do, every action that we take in positivity is always attached to as humanly as possible. Just do the best of what we are and what we have and who we are. At the time, we can't do more than that. That's stress. That's going back in the past, thinking about what we used to do. Well, that's the past. So what? You had $1 million in the past. Well, there's a reason why you don't have it now, so don't do it again. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not even trying to candy coat this at all. You had love, you had a good job in the past. If the reason why it is a loss, considered a loss. Considered, because if it's a lesson in it, it's not a loss. If it's attached to that bad energy and you consider it a loss, well, change that. Transmute that. Turn it into that a loss, because you could be like maybe dead. Maybe. Consider another day to change that word loss into another opportunity. Another chance. Do you know what I mean? Like this. I don't want to go to work today. Right? Change that to, man, I can go to work today. Do you see what I mean? Oh, man. I feel like going outside. It's so hot out here. I don't even know if I would have used that example, but I will, because it's extreme, like this heat. Oh, Lord, it's hotter than fish grease outside. Whew. But I'll use that as an extreme example. I don't want to go outside. The day is hot. Now let me put this tank top on, because, my legs and my arms are working. I need 10 minutes of sun. Let's go outside. I can go outside. When we start to change, when we start to throw away that negative stuff, not throw it away, get rid of it, God, because we appreciate every single experience that we have, don't we? Don't we? Yes, we better, baby. We better appreciate it. There I go with that blinking. Y'all are going to learn. I get to blinking like this. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I told you I get so tickled at myself. And I don't want to start giggling, because I almost made it through this whole video without giggling. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is A serious problem that I've dealt with my whole life. Don't let that giggle start. Don't let that giggle start. Jesus, please, Jesus. Oh, Okay, y'all, I think I'm okay now. I think I'm fine. Okay, y'all. Friends, get rid of the negative stuff. You know what? Then it's easier to giggle too. I don't think I need to giggle anymore. But for those that don't laugh too much, or think, for those who feel like there's no reason to smile, it suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, I promise you this is the deal. I promise you this is the case. I am not lying to you right now. When you start to get rid of they call it baggage, negative feelings, when you know the past is gone, and you really think about, oh, you see a picture or you remember an event, but what happened before that day? What happened after? How did you feel the next day about that day? You probably hated that day. Something happened, you just changed your mind. Once we get rid of that kind of stuff, guess what happens? A smile finds us. Yay. A smile will find us. Because, there's been some very wise people that say things like, find yourself so you can find me. I believe that's Rumi. I've never been able to say his word, but I got about 3 books on my bookshelf. Like that. It's like that smile. A smile is an indication. I think we talked about a smile before. It's 2 levels. We got the one that's forced and we got the one that's free. The one that's forced is for other people. When we know we just want them to be okay. Well, we're working through it. But we are working through something. That's the reason why we're able to smile for someone else. Because we're working through it. Oh my gosh. Alexa, dismiss the timer. Yeah. Well, I got through 55 minutes. It doesn't even seem like it. Yeah, I'm going to start wrapping up the video, y'all, so we can keep it an hour. But you know what? I know where I left off. So, we'll keep talking about it in the next video, okay? I had a really good time talking to y'all. Now, if you see, there's not a lot of sunlight coming in this window over here because you know what? It's probably about... Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8:26 p.m.
What in the entire... I didn't know it was that late. So you know what's going to happen? It's going to take about 2 hours for this video to process, and you're not going to see it till tonight, but it's going to be up there. And I will see y'all later, y'all. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, okay? And comment. Please share all of those blessings. Help the video, get into the algorithm, and anybody that types in inspiration will get these videos. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel where we grow inspiration, y'all. And if you would like to leave a love donation to the channel, or even consider supporting my inspirational podcast, Karen Hope's 15 Minutes of Solid Inspiration. Those links are down there in the description box below. Also, for the podcast, click on the Spotify link, click on the support button and follow the prompts. I thank you in advance. And if you would like to leave a love donation to this channel, it helps us get the equipment going and help build the channel, because this it just helps build the channel. We'll get better and better. We'll get better and better by and by. And I need your help to do it, y'all. Okay? So please hit that red notification bell, turn it gray for me. Okay? And I will hit all. notifications, or it says all, I think. And what that does is you won't miss a moment of solid inspiration. And thank you so much for being here. Have a good evening. Okay? Be safe and stay safe. Give God all the glory. Okay? And I will see y'all soon right here on the channel. Toodles.